Do you have a Mahindra model 2015 tractor? Also sold as a Cub Cadet 7200. These little tractors were made between 2003 and 2009. I went out to the barn about 6 weeks ago on a cold morning to move things around in the barn, and the little tractor would not start. It would just put out white smoke. After about 2 weeks on the internet searching forums and YouTube, I figured out how to test the glow plugs with an ohmmeter. You can look up how to do this on YouTube if you need to check your glow plug. It's been 6 weeks and I have already forgotten how I've done that. 2 out of 3 glow plugs were bad. They were 8-volt glow plugs. To check and replace the 8-volt glow plugs, the tools you will need to bypass the 8-volt control plugs and controller with 10.5-volt glow plugs were a ohmmeter, 7mm socket, 10mm, 12mm deep well socket, 3/8 ratchet, 4-inch extension, wire cutters, soldering iron, extension cord, solder, wire lugs, drill, 5/8 drill bit, and a compressor. This little tractor of mine only has 70 hours of true engine run time. It gets used very little around the farm. Here's a picture of the parts I bought to bypass the controller and upgrade the glow plugs to 10.5 volts. They sell an upgrade kit for $460. List of parts would be given at the end of the video under credits and where I bought them and where you might be able to buy them cheaper. This little tractor uses a 3-cylinder Mitsubishi engine, which seems to run pretty good. The first thing I did to replace the 3 glow plugs after I bought the parts was move the tractor out in the sun where I could see. Disconnected the battery, removed the hood by removing these 2 bolts, 12mm heads, away from the tractor, which allowed the hood to come off. I then removed the 7mm nut off the first glow plug where I could remove the black wire with red stripe off the glow plugs. Then I removed the glow plug connecting bar by loosening the 2 7mm nuts on the next 2 glow plugs, and the glow plug connecting bar slid off the glow plugs. I cleaned the bar with sandpaper where it connected the 2 glow plugs. Then I blew off the tractor engine with a compressed air and changed out 1 glow plug at a time. I compared the old 8-volt glow plugs to the new 10.5-volt glow plugs. The plugs were the same length, but the new plugs had longer threads, which did not cause a problem. After installing all 3 glow plugs, I installed the glow plug connector bar and the black with red stripe wire from the controller back onto the glow plugs. I then removed the cover just under the steering wheel to get to the glow plug controller, using a 10mm socket, removing 3 bolts, 1 in the center, 1 on each side. Here's a picture of the 8-volt glow plug controller just under the steering wheel that I had to bypass. Was told that it would not work with the 10.5-volt glow plugs. I removed the 2 10mm nuts to remove the controller from the frame of the tractor. I then removed the controller from the frame of the tractor and cut the big black and red stripe and big white with red stripe wires away from the controller. I taped the ends of the wires on the controller and soldered wire lugs onto the big wires I had just cut from the controller and installed them onto the new 60-amp push-button switch that I had bought to bypass the controller. I mounted the old controller back onto the frame of the tractor. I then taped the back side of the new push-button switch where the wire lugs mounted to the switch real good to make sure the wires could not short out against the frame of the tractor. I then moved to the cover to locate and drill a hole for the new push-button glow plug switch and installed it through the cover to mount to the cover back and mounted the cover back onto the frame of the tractor. This is plastic, so it was easy to drill. I then moved on to putting the tractor back together. I then reconnected the battery cables to the battery and mounted the hood back onto the tractor. Got on the tractor, turned the key to on. Held the new glow plug switch in for 6 seconds, which they recommend for these plugs, glow plugs. Then turned the key to start and the tractor started right up. Put the tractor back in the barn and put up my tools. I installed a higher amp battery in 2017 because of the winch. This could have contributed to the 8-volt glow plugs going bad. This little tractor seems to work pretty good for the small jobs that it can do. It runs a good finish mower. A 6 foot is about all it can handle. It's more than it can handle if the weeds are too tall. My wife made a label to go around the new push button switch because 3 weeks from now I will not remember what the push button switch is for if not labeled. I would like to thank everybody on the tractor forums and YouTube that shared their knowledge that helped me solve my tractor problem. I wish I had kept a list of them to give them credit, but did not think about it doing that at the time I was researching it. People ask for help a lot on tractor forums and all forums. I sure wish that they would go back, most of them, and after they fix their problems, let the rest of us know, because we all have these problems. Some might help, some may not. Here's a timeline and a list of parts and where I bought them under credits. This is how I fixed my little tractor. Yours may not be the same. Hope this helps you in your quest to fix your little tractor, and hope you get it running if it's not cranking right now. If you need music with your videos, please turn on your radio. That's more than what I can figure out how to do on this video. Thanks and take care. Y'all test, 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 test.